I'm Olga Konoshchuk, a Ukrainian contemporary artist who temporarily live and work now in London. When I was small, we were surrounded, me and my sister were surrounded by art materials, as my father is a designer, so he was make sure that we have plenty of materials around us. So then art school was a natural choice for me. I went to art school, and after that, I knew I'm going to continue to do more study, and it's when I was accepted to the Academy of Arts in Kiev. We're very fortunate to be in London, as many museums and just masterpieces are just in every corner here. Before London, we were between Ukraine and Australia, so that was mainly landscapes, because Australia inspired me by the sunlight and different color palette. So that was also lots of abstract paintings. I lived in Kiev up to my graduation from Art Academy, and then I just start to travel all over the world.
And you had your first exhibition at the age of 16, which is very impressive for a young girl. And can you share what the experiences was like for you and how it shaped your journey as an artist?
Well, as I say, my childhood was surrounded by art materials, so it was natural for me to go into the art. And by the time I was 16, I had so much in studio, so it was enough for making an exhibition, which happened, and that was quite an experience to see all works in one space, which is a special space, with lighting and the big walls. So from that point, I understood that I want to continue, and it was for sure I'm going to academy to get the deeper education. And it's actually when I went to the academy, I've been lucky enough to be in the studio of the professor who led us to open ourselves and to feel who we are.
You mentioned about how you kind of traveled after you graduated. Have these different locations influenced the way that your work's been created, or even the themes that you've been painting?
Well, it did influence me when the time was peaceful, but now when it's a full-scale war, whenever I will go, or doesn't matter where I work, it's always I want to reconnect with my country, to try to go deep into the roots and to expose identity. So the latest works I have there, I try to bring this culture and to go through me, just to express my identity.
As a member of various prestigious art societies and as a fellow of the Royal South Australian Society of Arts, how have these affiliations influenced your career and provided opportunities for artistic growth?
Well, it definitely helped me at the beginning when I was joined the Union of Professional Artists in Ukraine. I was the youngest to be accepted. I think I was 19 or 18. I still was a student, because it gives me the opportunity to exhibit at the huge premises where I could be mixed with a top artist in Ukraine. Now, to be honest, I prefer to grow as an artist in my studio, not in a social events, or so, because having a children, it's always limited with free time to do my work. So I prefer to stay in a studio and work as much as I can, and to grow in the studio.
So can you talk about your creative process of like how you create your works and where your themes maybe stem from?
Well, the colors playing a big role for me, texture as well, the dynamics. And I usually inspired by everything around me. It can be a road or the tree or the street or architecture, the roof, anything. Recently I started to do the collages, which are already painted piece of cardboard, which I put together as a puzzle. And it's kind of like a music chords, like I put them together and they play something like some composition.